Hi, friends. Today is Thanksgiving Day, and I thought I would do a live stream, but it turns out I need 24 hours to do my first live stream, so it wouldn't be out on Thanksgiving. So I thought I would just go ahead and do a random recording and see if I can talk to some people and share with you on Thanksgiving Day. So I don't have a microphone, but I'm using the one from my phone, so hopefully, from my computer, so I hope you can hear me okay. And I'm going to be sharing my needlepoint collection and just talking randomly about things that have happened over the year that I'm thankful for. And the other day I was in the grocery store looking at turkey thighs because I thought, oh, I'm going to make a turkey thigh, and nice big juicy one. And I thought, well, I'll spend $15 on a turkey thigh. I'm not too thrilled about that. So I thought, I'm going to have Thanksgiving with my children in December, the first week of December. So we're going to make the turkey dinner then, and we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving together then. So today, being Thanksgiving Day, I decided to just go over to the frozen food section and get myself a turkey dinner. So there wasn't much to choose from, but I did find a nice turkey pot pie. And I also found a Banquet TV dinner that has turkey medallions, stuffing, creamy mashed potatoes made with real cream, and fresh peas, well, fresh frozen peas. So that's what I'm going to have. And last night I made my own mashed potatoes with sour cream and butter. So I have some extra mashed potatoes for today. And I also made some instant banana cream pudding because I'd been talking to my sister, and of course we talk every day, and she was telling me how she made some banana cream pudding, and of course I wanted some. So a lot of times we'll talk about things, and like I was talking to her about making some cherry pies, and next thing I knew, she went out and bought a cherry pie. So it's kind of fun that way. But anyway, if you're spending Thanksgiving alone today, I want you to know that we can spend it here together and just kind of chat and share my needlepoint collection, which I have some beautiful needlepoint. My sister goes to the bins in Oregon all the time, and they have the best bins there. And she recently sent me this beautiful needlepoint. Because I have a dream that I've had this dream for a long time, so I've been collecting needlepoint and hand stitching, crewel work, embroidery, because I have a dream to just, when in my old age, make beautiful old pillows that I can sell on Etsy. So I have made some pillows and sold them on Etsy, but nothing in needlepoint yet. In fact, I've sold some needlepoints off that I probably should have made into pillows. And so that got me thinking that, I bet a lot of people would like to see my needlepoint collection because I had such fun showing my Cantha quilt collection that I had. So let's get started and look at some needlepoints. This one is going to make a beautiful pillow. It's all ready for a pillow, as you can see. So what I'll do is I'll probably zigzag all the way around the edge before I trim it. And then I'll sew it to either a beautiful brown suede or maybe a velvet. But I think needlepoints have to be sewn to something that has a plush texture to it, like a velvet or an ultra suede, or a chenille could work, and also a mohair. I'm thinking mohair. So that even coordinates with the other one. Wouldn't that be pretty? once these are made, I may end up just keeping them. I don't know. This one we got for $3.99. I'm not sure who got this one. I think my sister found this one too. She's always sending me these. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. You see, I don't have the patience to do a needlepoint or a cross stitch or things like that. It's not in my makeup. But I just really appreciate the people that take the time and make these works of art, and they're worthy of fine display. And the thing about needlepoint is, like, here's one that someone made, but it's not blocked, so you can see how it's kind of wonky. It's kind of odd shaped, like it goes down in a really sharp corner down there. So I don't know how well I could do any blocking with it, but perhaps pulling it this way to get it, you know, if I put it in a cold water bath with a little bit of woolite to clean it, and then block it out. If you are listening to this video and you know how to block a quilt, well, I could probably go look at somebody doing it on YouTube. But, oh, here's a cute little Christmas pillow. This is already made, and it's already made into a pillow. So that might be something I'll either sell it or put it out. It's very cute. I might send that one to my granddaughter. I don't know. Some will have little, you know, where maybe a moth got it or something. But I think they're still worthy of putting out because of all the work that's put into them. And I don't know if that one was handmade or not, but now this one is beautiful. And that one I'd have to use some coordinating fabrics to put around it, but that would be pretty too. I like the ones with the brown background. I think they're real nice. Now here's one that's hand painted. This is a piece of velvet that's been hand painted. That would make a beautiful pillow too. Let's see. Well, I've been saving other fabrics like this. It would be pretty on the back of a pillow. Oh, there's more. There is more. Well, because I also look for, like I said, crewel. This is an embroidered cute little scene of a doll and a dog. That would be nice framed. Get the little dog. That's all hand stitched. And then here's one that's been painted on velvet. I think these are really pretty too. It reminds me of those Elvis paintings that used to be put on velvet. But this is beautiful. Let's see, that makes a nice, I don't know where that might be, but it's really a gorgeous scene of somebody looking out from their garden out onto the ocean, out onto the sea. Looks like it might be in Greece or somewhere, I don't know. Might be in France. Okay, then we go, this is a tapestry. I got this for $8. And that will make a beautiful pillow too. Like I said, whenever I see these, I just grab them. Because those tapestries are so pretty. Here's another tapestry that I've been saving. Oh, it's long. When I originally got this, it was in a frame. It's got the levers. That could be a pillow. If I were to cut it up. Just look at the details on these. There's the goats and the sheep, or the old cottage in the back. Beautiful. I've got a whole bin here filled with things. Some of these fabrics. So here's another one. This is called Wood Flowers. Doesn't have a date, I don't think. The extension. Sometimes they'll have a date on them. This is more like a rug hooking. It's not needlepoint. It's like a rug hook. That would make a pretty nice looking pillow. This is one of my absolute favorites. Just have to find the right fabric to put on the back. It's got all those Southwest colors. And then I got a collection of these birdies. Well, two of them anyway. Two birds. They would be cute. Matching pillows. Maybe do a patchwork with some other fabrics on it. And this one is so adorable. Little mouse doing her knitting. Is she cute or what? This is a combination of crewel work and needlepoint, looks like. I just think she's cute as can be. This one reminds me of the 60s when, I don't know, something about it's kind of hippie or something. Tell me what you think. It's kind of faded. I think the original colors were more deep like this. So it faded out, but I think the faded colors are very charming and pretty. And that will also make a nice, this looks like it was a pillow because it's got some piping around it. So I'll take all of that off and redo it. And then this one was made in 1984 by RAG. Their initials spelled rag. And it's Hawaiian Flowers, Hawaiian Bouquet. Isn't that pretty? All that work. So I hope you're having a good Thanksgiving and you're finding things to do. If you're spending the day alone or with family, you know, the one thing we can work on today is just counting our blessings. This last year, I've learned how to take care of a swimming pool and change the filters and do all the work on learning how to use the vacuum and everything. That's been quite a challenge, but I feel like after working on it all summer, I finally got the technique down, and I think I could probably do it again next year. So I just had trouble getting the salt cell filter apart because you have to crawl underneath the deck, and I had a little trouble with the pump this year, so the guy came out to fix it. I said, well, I got to warn you, there's a baby rattlesnake right outside the door of the pump house, and my sister has been getting up early in the morning, walking past it in her caftan and her flip-flops, not even noticing that little coiled-up rattlesnake was about this big around. And she finally noticed it, and she comes in and she goes, you know, there's a rattlesnake out there, coiled up right next to the door of the pump, because we were having to go out. The pump would just switch off, so in the morning we wouldn't have water. So she would go out there about 5 o'clock in the morning when she got up, kind of in the dark, and turn it on. So we got the guy out to fix the pump, and I told him, well, I got to warn you, there's a rattlesnake right there. So he comes along, and he's got his shovel. And I go, oh, you heard about the rattlesnake? He goes, yep. Very calmly. Goes over and looks at it. Kind of observes it for a minute. Says, well, it's cold, so it's not going to strike right now. And he took his shovel and lowered it right down over the head of the rattlesnake and rocked it back and forth as he was just talking to me. Took the head off, and then he had a needle nose pliers that he grabbed the head with, and he went and buried the head separate from the body. He went out and buried the head in the back, way out in the back. And I told him, well, don't bury the body because some critter might come along that wants to have dinner, have a rattlesnake dinner. So he left the body out, and of course it did disappear eventually. There's always something that will make a feast of that. But look at this one. That is partially needlepoint and partially crewel, I believe. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see what else we have here. I'm not sure what I was doing with it. Oh, this is just like, I was saving this for like maybe a backing on a pillow, but some of these are more casual and they would do okay with a canvas backing. Here's a woodland scene of a couple of deer. That's a pretty one. We get deer up here all the time. And then here's a sweet, this is very old. It's even kind of crispy. Dutch Holland windmill. That's very quaint and pretty. And it's really in pretty good shape. You can just tell it looks a little thin because I can see the light through it. So I'd probably put a back on this one and then go from there. Make it into a pillow. I have a series of these. I don't know where the other one is, but I've got a series of tigers, which I think these are very cool. And then this one, of course, Bambi. We can't resist Bambi. This is crewel, and it's Bambi and Thumper, and I don't know what the skunk's name is, but that's a scene from Bambi. This is an old skirt, and it's silk, so I've used this for different things. I'm going to be making some Suffolk puffs, which you'll see in a future video. For the Christmas season, I'm planning to make 12 videos, very short ones, hopefully, no more than like 10 minutes long at the most. And every day, I'm going to have a different teacup, and I'm going to show you some crafts that I've been making for Christmas. And one thing that you won't see me making is, if you saw my wizard gnome tutorial, that tutorial is also good to make a Father Christmas. And yesterday I got this at Joann's. This is a really nice soft white kind of blanket fabric. And I'm going to use that for my Father Christmas. So I'm going to use the wizard technique, how I made his cape and his hat. And I got some pretty things to put on my Father Christmas gnome. And I'm going to make him some new shoes out of this taupe leather. And I got this ped at the dollar store. And I also got these socks at the dollar store. So that's his body. So you'll see him in some of my Christmas videos, but I'm not going to do any tutorial on how to make him because I already did the wizard tutorial. But I also got a couple of these at the dollar store, and I've got AAA batteries in them, and you just twist the bottom and they light up, and they fit pretty well in this. I collect the clear glass candle holders, and I love to put them in a grouping, and you'll see that in my Christmas videos. Anyway, this stands up pretty well in there. So I only got 2 of them, but that's enough. Sometimes that's all you need. And I've seen Philip on Chateau Diaries. He puts a little piece of foil around the bottom of his candles before he puts them in, and it keeps them from moving around too much. So I may do that with this so it doesn't rock back and forth. So to turn it off, I just unscrew it so it's not connected to the battery. Well, here's a pretty little pillow. This is a cotton pillow, never been used. Still got the label on it. Very nice. 100% cotton, made in China. Always thought I would use it, but I haven't yet. But I just love the work that they do on these. You can see, this is probably machine done, but still quite beautiful. Oh, sorry for my nails. I've been out in the garden. Okay, here's some more. Oh my gosh, some of these I've probably should turn off the camera and get them out. Get them all out. Well, this is very beautiful. This is intended to be a pillow. It's already got the back fabric. So this will be an easy one. I think I probably should get this one made. But isn't he gorgeous? And that's like an embroidered crewel. I'll put him aside. Why is he? I don't know. This was a pillow. And I've got a linen back for it. Let me see. This is like a female dancer, Asian dancer. Just gorgeous. That has a little bit of stitching on it, but not really. It's just a pre-printed. So, of course, we love samplers, and I've got a few. I really like this one. I just haven't had the heart to make it into a pillow because I think it... Love and flowers bloom with kindness. It's just really pretty colors. Oh, wait, I had another one, I thought. Oh, here's another one. This one says, While on this glowing canvas stands the labor of my busy hands, it will remain when I am gone for you, my friends, to look upon. And this was done by Patty in 1982. Look at all that work that Patty did. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Patty, wherever you are. We love them. Now, I also started collecting cottage needlepoints. And I wanted to do a series of cottage needlepoints for cottage necessities. That's a pretty one with the cherry blossoms. Looks like there's snow on the ground. And this one is probably intended to be a pillow. It just hasn't been finished yet. Families are forever. Very homespun. Embroidery, the old vintage buttons. Very cute. Oh, I just couldn't resist this one. I think it must go this way. So it's going to have this probably down the center or off to one side. And we'll just make it into a pillow. Now here's another tapestry. This I got for $2.97. And this is the Thames River, I believe, in France. It's French. You tell me if you recognize this castle with the moat. I don't know if that's a moat or is that Alsace-Lorraine? I don't know. Okay, let's see. This is pretty. I had forgotten about this. This is very Southwest. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. Now something like this, it's more like a rug, I would probably back it. In fact, this might be a fabric sample that I saved. I collect fabric samples. Oh, I think they are fabric samples. Look at that one. These will make nice, a nice top on a bench or stool. They're heavily woven fabrics with intricate designs that are just beautiful. I'm just going to keep going, and get tired of watching, you can just go watch something else. I hope you stay until the end. Here's another one that's, woo, this is pretty. Look at that one. That gorgeous blue in there. Somebody's dream home on the water. It's got a dock. This is another piece of fabric. Just beautiful old fabric that I had admired. These would be pretty in a frame too. They're so just beautiful. Oh, this is cute. This is just applique and embroidery. It's a little flower pot. A little bit of embroidery on there. And this is, oh, I think my mom gave me this. This is a Chinese embroidery. This is like a table runner. I love it because it's got all the children on it. All those little babies. That's another thing that I collect. I have a whole collection of pillows that are along this style. And I bring them out every once in a while. They're made from silk, and they're just beautiful. Okay, here's a little small one, kind of a small. Oh, I've got two of these, so I can make a little set of pillows with the seagulls on them. Those would be nice for someone who lives by the sea. This one's kind of folk art. Very cute. It's got the velvet, so it probably was a pillow. I'll remake it. This was probably framed. It's a little window box. See if there's a date. 1920, 19XX, 1X, something 9, 1929, 209, 2009, 2009 maybe? Oh, this is pretty. I just thought this would make a really nice looking pillow. And it's on a kind of a linen fabric. Basket of flowers, basket of posies. And there's this one. Another basket of posies. Very cute. That would make a cute pillow too. To put in your breakfast nook. Okay, here's one. This is a little, looks like a bonsai tree. That will have to have a white backing on it. And then I have this, and this is the blue. I know what it is. It's the blue, I think it's the blue mosque. No, this is not. This is France. No, Gent. I think this one's French. It's got the tab so you can hang it. I really should be reselling some of this stuff. If you're still with me, thanks for hanging in there. Oh, this is some of, oh, these are absolutely beautiful. 1978. Cabin with some birch leaves. I don't know what my cat's scratching on. Oh, that's a big one too. Creative Dimensions, 1978. And this one. Luna, what are you doing over there? Oh, that's a pretty one too. I think it might go this way. I guess I better get busy and start sewing. Here's another building. An old Victorian home. Oh, this is pretty. Diana Gordon, it's design. Diana Gordon's design. I don't know what year, but it's a row of buildings. Row houses, I guess they'd be called. And that would be familiar to somebody maybe in New York or San Francisco, I'm not sure. This one is Creative Hargo de Paris. Creative Hargo de Paris. And it says, oh, French. Made in France. Made in France. Very beautiful cording picture. He's playing, what is that, the mandolin? Or look how gorgeous their clothing is. But I don't really like the way her face looks. It looks a little bit naive, not very detailed. But other than that, the colors in this are beautiful. It's got little flowers. It's got a fountain, the trees. Very pretty. And the colors in this are still very vibrant. Oh, here's another French. Oh, another French one. This is one that I got for like a couple dollars. This is also made in France. $2.97. Made in France. Beautiful. portrait of a lady and her bow, and he's helping her swing in the tree swing. The fountain in the background. Look at all that detail. This is one of my absolute favorites. I'll show you half at a time. It's folded in half. This is a street scene of a gypsy dancing and the men playing. Vendors are out. And the other side of it continues. If you know where that is, tell me. Look at the beautiful rugs. It might be in Persia. Look at the beautiful rugs there. Quite a scene. Oh, the camel. Look at that camel. Just beautiful. Which makes us think of the people that need our prayers. That's definitely something we can be doing today, is praying for others. This is a little dress that I cut up. I just love that fabric. I think I'll save that. And this is just a little placemat, I think. It's like a little rug. Here's one that's not finished. Catherine Rurs, 1991. That is a deer. And all they did was that, and then they stopped. I wonder if it was someone who was trying needlepoint out and realized that they didn't care for it. Or didn't have the patience for doing it. This is vintage. I may sell this on my Etsy, in my Etsy store. And they did start the deer. They didn't get the eye done. Oh, this is a beautiful one. That's just a splash of color. Lots of flowers. That'll be a pretty pillow. There's more coming. There's more. What's this? This is just a piece of fabric that I liked. Hang on to stuff like that too. Here's some of the smaller ones. Okay, we're getting to the end, so here's one of my little cottage ones. It's actually on a cardboard, so you could frame it. Is that cute or what? Little flowers, little petty point, needlepoint. Here's another cottage with the little lane going up to it. Again, they did the pink blossoms. I love the little cottagey. I made pillows out of this for my sister one year. That's where that's from. And then there's this cute little pillow. I started putting this border on there of a little merry-go-round carousel horse. His tail is loose. He'll be very cute in a pillow. Here's one more of the cottage collection. Very cute. This is a tiny one. This could make maybe a little lavender sachet bag. That could be cute too. Another cottage. This almost looks like a church or a schoolhouse. Not sure. Let's see. This is MC. Let's see. 1 XXX 30? 03? I don't know. I don't know my Roman numerals well enough anymore to figure out what year that one is. 30? 1930? M is, see, I think C is, I don't know. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. Here's another cottage. A cottage one. Oh, and I was also going to talk about I made my fire in the fireplace. Got that going, got the chickens fed and everything. My sister made this. This is really cute. It's kind of almost looks like laurel birch fabric. I don't know if she made this or she found this and gave it to me for pillow making. But it's really cute, little pillow. But I was going to say, my grandma used to put, she used to save her potato peelings and let them dry out, and she'd throw those into the fire, and that would help to reduce the creosote that builds up on inside your chimney. So that's kind of an old remedy for keeping the creosote at bay in your chimney or in your stove. And you can look it up. It really does work. This is just a beautiful piece of fabric that I haven't figured out where it's going to go yet. Oh, it's upside down. I just love it. It should be adorned on a chair or something. It's so huge. Or it could be in a frame. Maybe I'll see if I can find a frame for it, because it is probably 24 by 24. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this sharing of my needlepoints and collection of pillow making supplies, pillow making items that looks like I got to get busy. But I hope you're having a nice Thanksgiving and that you've thought of all the things that you're thankful for. And if you're a grandchild, give your granny a call. Tell her how much you love her and you're thankful for all the work she's done raising your family and caring for all of you. And, you know, if you're a granny and you're spending the day alone, find something fun to do. Do something you love. It's your day to have fun. And if you don't have turkey, so what? Have something else. There was a couple in the grocery store yesterday that was arguing. He was going, well, why do we always have to have turkey? And she goes, because it's Thanksgiving. And that's what we have, turkey. So, anyway, I'm just going to say a prayer for all of you. That you're blessed, your families are blessed. People all over the world that are struggling are blessed today. And like Eckhart Tolle said, in the power of now is like, if you sit here right now and don't think about the past or worry about the future, first of all, forgive yourself and others. And second of all, have thanks for what you do have and not regret or resentment for what you don't have. And just practice being right here, right now, where everything is okay in your world and you're surrounded with things you love and people you love, hopefully. And this is only one day that's called Thanksgiving, but that every day of your life can be a day of Thanksgiving. So have a wonderful day and be blessed. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe. We've got more fun stuff coming up.